The Kazakhstani government has turned off the internet. Internet access in the country has been repeatedly blocked since the 5th of January and seems to be limited now to a few hours a day. What? No YouTube, WhatsApp or Google? People in Kazakhstan are facing much more serious problems than missing out on social media. This past week, many people in the country took to the streets to protest rising fuel prices. Since then, the authoritarian government has violently suppressed demonstrations and shut off internet access in the process. This has fundamentally changed life in Kazakhstan. Communicating with family and friends is much harder now. So is shopping without cash, as many car terminals and ATMs are connected to the internet. Accessing reliable news is also more difficult without the internet. In the middle of a national crisis, these factors are causing more insecurity and fear. Why an internet shutdown? With the internet shutdown, the authoritarian regime wants to stop protesters from organizing through messaging apps. Another aim is to control which images and information are being circulated. To do this, the Kazakh government has told the country's internet providers to reduce the volume of data transfers. All in all, this is not a new strategy. According to a UN report, in the past 5 years there were 768 government-ordered internet disruptions in more than 60 countries around the globe. At least 79 of them were a direct response to protests, for example in Colombia, Belarus or Uganda. And the number of cases has been increasing. The extent of these shutdowns varies. They're often just aimed at particular apps, like messaging services, or they're restricted to specific geographic areas. For example, in 2019, 900,000 Rohingya refugees were cut off from the internet in a refugee camp in Bangladesh for almost an entire year. This is happening despite the fact that international human rights law established the use of the internet as a key enabler for the exercise and enjoyment of human rights. So, what can you do if you're affected by a shutdown? Depending on the type of shutdown, a VPN, a virtual private network, could help you get online. These services hide your identity and location on the internet. VPNs often aren't affected by shutdowns. This might be due to diplomatic reasons. Foreign diplomats often make use of VPNs abroad. Because of this, governments might be more hesitant to shut them down. They probably want to avoid a diplomatic feud. If you're an activist, you should continue to document human rights violations during blackouts. The human rights NGO, the Witness Media Lab, has helpful tips in different languages on how to continue to achieve accountability without internet connection. And for everyone who wants to get in touch with relatives in areas affected by shutdowns, it's definitely worth following the NGO NetBlocks. They'll keep you updated on when the internet connection returns. Over the past days, the Kazakh government has been announcing they'll end the shutdown. Whether this is really the case remains to be seen. The rise in government-led internet shutdowns is causing concern at the UN. In July 2021, it adopted a resolution on the promotion, protection and enjoyment of human rights on the internet. In the resolution, the UN demands governments to refrain from shutting down the internet during protests. But this aim is still far off from reality. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye-bye.